Every time I jump online, it's like reconnecting to the internet. Good morning, lovelies. Danielle here, your Access Bars practitioner and facilitator, men's intimacy mentor, and intuitive counselor. Today, I'm talking about a topic on consciousness. I have been revisiting, last week I did 3 days of intensive healing hands-on body work, which is available now through my practice. And I also then completed a Choice of Possibilities class with Simone Melissus. She is an amazing facilitator to watch. So if you find any resonance, I suggest go check out her page. She's got some amazing free content. And if you find that Access Consciousness is light for you, then you may want to look into some of the classes that are available for her through her. But I've been revisiting the 3 days of intensive training through the recordings, because when you have such a new reality shift and you shift perspective so much and you clear so much of the old stagnant energy and you gain so much awareness, it's like all of a sudden you have a completely new reality with no reference points. And while I was listening to these classes, I'd already done 4 days, and so by the 6th day my brain, I had sort of checked out. So I'm revisiting the information of what was shared for me. And one of the main things that I found really super interesting, and something that I wanted to share here, is that when we are interacting in relationships, whether that's friendships, family, or actual relationship where you maybe, even if it comes down to dating, is understanding your agenda, if you have an agenda, because most people aren't conscious enough to just be present and aware and take things as they are and go with the awareness and go with the energy and see what shows up. Most people do have an agenda. So if you're interacting with different people, it's really important to go, hang on, what is their agenda here? Is their agenda in alignment with what I want to create in my life? Or is the agenda something that doesn't feel right for me? Is it something that's not going to work for me moving forward? I'm not sure whether this live is working because I can't see anyone watching. So I'll put a little bit of a pause. I'll be like, hey, if you're watching now, press a 1. If you're watching the replay, press a 2. Make sure that if you enjoy my content, you click follow first on this page and my personal page. Add me as a friend, where you're watching from, and tag anyone that you may think is interested in this in consciousness, and bettering their life and making new possibilities with ease possible. So agendas are super important, because most people are living in the consciousness level of 1, which is victim mindset, and that would be like, I think it's like 75% of the population. And then you've got level 2 consciousness, which is more your entrepreneurial kind of energy, which is a bit push. And they're kind of like in this, I control everything, I've got this, rather than just going with flow and ease. So when you're in either of those, you're not truly present, aware, and conscious of what's going on. You're not living in the present moment, because you're either in a victim mindset of contraction or you're in a push mindset, which is also quite a contracted energy, because you feel like you have to push, go, which isn't sitting in the lightness of just being and being present and aware. So in both of those sort of levels of consciousness, then you are always going to have people that have an agenda. And that could be that your multi-level marketer hits you up to have a friendship, and you can feel it, and it's like, are they actually inviting me out for coffee to be my friend, or are they just trying to sell me something? You know, if you're dating somebody, or you're talking to a couple of people on Tinder, you know, what is their agenda? Is their agenda to actually date you? Is it to root you? Is it because they're bored and they've got their own insecurities, they never have any intention of meeting up with you? And it's being honest with yourself, and then looking at your own agenda. What is your agenda with them? If you have no agenda, then, like, if you can get rid of your own agenda, then you can be present and aware and just completely go, all right, I have no expectations. I'm going to go into this because it feels right for me and it feels right, and I want to see what this is, or what could show up and what possibilities will come out of it. But it's very, very very enlightening to be able to see people for who they are, what they are, with their good, bad, and their ugly, so you can make choices that are light and right for you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll talk soon.